Hello, Sydneys. It is once again time for another Scream 6 update. We are just kicking off the Scream 6 updates left and right. That is how you know a trailer, a poster, an official title reveal is finally in sight. Place your bets now to which one it'll be. But yesterday we had gotten a photo of the cast from Scream 6 that seemed like they were exploring an abandoned theater. I'll link that video down below if you want me to go into full detail about that photo. But now another photo has come out of the internet and it's making Scream fans divided. So exactly what I'll be doing here in this video is giving you a breakdown of the photo, telling you where it came from, how I feel about it, whether I think this fits into the Scream franchise, where I feel like maybe they're taking things in a weird direction. But it won't just be about my opinion. Scream fans, leave me your thoughts down below. Does this photo that was just revealed get you hyped for Scream 6, or are you like, oh no, they shouldn't be doing this. What are you doing to my franchise? Alright, so yes, today out of nowhere on the internet, a new photo had been released from Scream 6. As I told you guys, a trailer has been finalized, and with that trailer getting finalized, people are already seeing the rough drafts of it, which is how these screen grabs are coming out. These are actual photos from the trailer, so they really won't be big spoilers for the movie, since it's the stuff the studio wants you to see and is gonna put in the actual trailers. And the photo in question is a further explanation of a scene that we had heard will be happening in Scream 6, where Ghostface is gonna walk into a bodega or a grocery store, whatever you want to call it, and in the same convenience store that Sam and Tara are located in on Halloween Day, they feel a little freaked out that a person is in a Ghostface costume in this convenience store, but they think it's just a regular New York citizen having fun on Halloween, and it turns out it might actually be the real killer. And now we know he's not just gonna go around knifing people. The boy is pulling out a shotgun and going GTA on everybody. This is for sure brand new territory into the Scream franchise. And like some of you watching this photo right now, you are repulsed. You are going to, what is happening? Ghostface holding a shotgun? This is not the ghosty boy I know. He only wields a knife. And while I can totally understand that knee-jerk reaction, because even when I first saw the photo, I was also like, oh, okay, he's walking around with a shotgun, holding it up like that. Like, that definitely is new and different. We have not seen Ghostface do that in costume. But then I really settled in and thought about this, and I'm like, by the end of every single Scream movie, the killers reveal themselves, and every single one of them holds up a gun to our victims. Without fail, that's exactly how every Scream movie has ended. So the killers do use a gun. It's just like an achievement they unlock once they reveal their identity. We hadn't really seen a previous Ghostface use a gun in costume. And so this really isn't out of the ordinary for the killer to be wielding a gun and holding it up, especially if it's in a location that's as public as this in New York. This is honestly the exciting new things I wanted Scream 6 to do, because that's what I've been complaining about ever since Scream 5. You guys know I like that movie. I thought it was not only a good time, but also a good starting point to reset the franchise, but it did make me realize the Scream formula is wearing thin. Just this rinse and repeat method of introducing the characters, then having Ghostface stalk them around, kill them with a knife one by one, leading to the last 10 to 15 minutes of the movie where the killers are revealed, they speak their motives, and then they end up dead. That has basically been the formula for all the past 5 Scream movies, and I'm like, if you just keep doing that, these movies will fall into a predictability route. They become the very thing they once were making fun of, these horror franchises, so they needed to mix it up for Scream 6, and they got a lot of mixing up, okay? We are in New York City on Halloween Day. Ghostface is wielding a shotgun. It is all brand new territory, and whenever something is new, fans, of course, are gonna kick and scream going, I don't like it, I don't like it. Just like when social media apps change their layout, you hate it for the first week, but then you get used to it and don't remember the last way. So I think this could actually be really cool. Now, of course, we don't have the full context of this photo. Like I said, we do have that one description thinking it's Ghostface walking into the convenience store and then shooting up the place. But those details come from someone who saw the trailer, so that's not really someone who saw the actual movie. This could be a scene out of a Stab movie. They tried doing the same knee-jerk reaction with fans, making them mad when we saw a Ghostface with a chrome mask and a flamethrower. All of us Scream fans knew that was too ridiculous of an idea that had had to be a scene from one of the Stab movies, and it was. But I don't know, we've already seen behind the scene photos of Jenna Ortega and Melissa Barrera who are in the same convenience store. Unless they become stars of the Stab movies themselves, this feels like it's an actual thing that happens and not a scene from one of the Stab movies. Other context could be that maybe Ghostface does walk in with his knife, and just like with a lot of New York owners in their stores, they see someone in costume maybe trying to rob the place with a real knife, they pull out their shotgun, Ghostface gets the upper hand on the owner, steals their shotgun, and then uses it. That would honestly be the best case scenario for me, because I think it'd be kind of goofy to see Ghostface running around with a shotgun. That just wouldn't look right to me. And even if you're someone who's still mad at this idea and don't like it and think it ruins the Ghostface aesthetic, this is probably going to be the only kill he has with that shotgun. I can probably guarantee you that 70 to 80% of the other kills in this movie will be done with his classic knife, so why can't we just enjoy some different Ghostface flavor for once? Now, the other interesting thing we got to get past once you're done staring at Ghostface with a shotgun, if we zoom in on this photo, we get revealed something that we've also been hearing about, that the Ghostface mask in this movie will be worn out and dirty looking, similar to kind of Michael Myers in Halloween 2018. And yeah, even though this is a low quality photo, if you zoom in, you do see this Ghostface mask is a little dirty looking. That's something we also talked about in the previous update, that insiders were saying that Ghostface in this film would be rocking the original mask that Billy or Stu wore in the first Scream movie. This takes us back to that photo I was talking about that was revealed the other day, where the crew is investigating this abandoned movie theater, and apparently the thing they're staring at is a display of all the Ghostface costumes from the previous killers, and it looks like right now this Ghostface is wearing the oldest mask, the Billy or Stu mask. I cannot wait for the movie to explain that sort of connection, whether this is an obsessed fan, whether it's someone who maybe has a blood relation to the original killers. Who's to say Sam and Tara are the only people related to Billy Loomis? And maybe it wasn't even just Billy sleeping around. Stu might have gotten around and created a child before he died. And maybe that kid wants to wear his father's mask. Who knows? Also, some fans want to take it a step further and say that this Ghostface is even wearing a robe from one of the previous killers. This is one of the downsides to a grainy photo. We can't make out whether it's an actual detail in the photo or just something that we're seeing that is specks of dots. But if you look at the chest piece of this Ghostface in the grocery store, you see there are like almost some holes or like silver linings, and those holes slightly do match up with the robe that Roman wore at the end of Scream 3 from his bullet hole wounds. Now, the description that we had heard about the person who stole the Ghostface mask only took the mask. We hadn't heard any details about them taking the robes, but maybe they do get away with taking the entire costume, and here we have those bullet wounds from Roman. I'm gonna leave that with a huge grain of salt for now until we get the HD photo, but that's a little interesting thing people are noticing. This is still something I definitely wanted to talk about. I just want the trailer released now, because if every single shot from this trailer gets revealed in screen grab form, I'm be a little disappointed. But then again, I have no one to blame for myself, because I'm the one who eats up all this information. I can't help it, man. I'm excited for Scream 6. So this is where I throw it off to you guys. You see that Ghostface will be rocking a shotgun and his old dirty mask in Scream 6. Where do you land on this debate? Do you think it fits in with the franchise? Are you willing to accept this new change? Or are you just like, nope, stick to the old ways and only the old ways? Anything, everything, be sure and like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter at 3C Films or on TikTok at 3C Films. But as always, I'm Chris. Take care.